This is the WJTS News. In the news tonight, AK Steel in Rockport set to lay off number of workers. A Jasper man is behind bars. The Dubois County Health Department makes a statement. Kirk Uxal will be in with sports, and our WJTS Informed segment continues with State Senator Mark Messmer. All this and more coming up on WJTS TV News. Good evening. I'm Jenna Schaffer with the news. AK Steel in Rockport is reportedly set to lay off a number of workers at the end of the month. Reports say 48 AK Steel employees will be out of a job come April. The United Auto Workers Local 3044 says AK Steel will be temporarily reducing operations starting March 31st. The layoff is reportedly supposed to last for 2 weeks. A Jasper man has been arrested on multiple charges, including confinement and criminal recklessness. 18-year-old Maxwell Elliott of Jasper was arrested on a Level 3 felony count of criminal confinement with a deadly weapon, a Level 5 felony count of intimidation with a deadly weapon, a Level 6 felony count of resisting law enforcement, a misdemeanor count of possession of synthetic marijuana, a Level 6 felony count of dealing a synthetic drug, a Level 6 felony count of possession of a stolen firearm, a Level 6 felony count of pointing a firearm at another, and a Level 6 felony count of possession of methamphetamine. Early Friday morning, officers responded to an apartment complex in Jasper to the report of a domestic disturbance involving a firearm. Officers arrived hearing gunshots coming from the location. Officers then saw Elliott on a balcony of the apartment holding a handgun. Elliott then fired into the ceiling of the balcony. Elliott then went outside holding a stolen Glock 43 9mm handgun. He followed officers' orders to drop the handgun, but refused to get on the ground. A Dubois County Sheriff's deputy took Elliott to the ground, where he was cuffed and detained. Elliott then tried making a run for it, but was again detained by the sheriff's deputy. Due to the mental state of Elliott, he was taken to Memorial Hospital by EMS. He was then cleared and taken to Dubois County Security Center. Upon returning to the scene of the original incident, police found 125 grams of synthetic marijuana, a digital scale, empty plastic bags, a 9mm bullet, and methamphetamine. Witnesses say that Elliott was under the influence of acid and started waving the gun around, eventually holding witnesses, including juveniles, at gunpoint, not allowing any to leave. A Jasper woman was arrested last night on OWI charges. Thursday night at 6 p.m., Jasper police officers responded to the report of a vehicle that ran off the road near Community Corrections. When officers arrived, they saw a 2004 Jeep Cherokee leaving the Community Corrections parking lot. The vehicle, driven by 38-year-old Amy Freeman of Jasper, was seen speeding and was in the wrong lane. Freeman was found to be under the influence of alcohol and was charged with operating a vehicle while intoxicated, operating a vehicle while intoxicated endangering a person, operating a vehicle with alcohol concentration equivalent to 0.15 or more. Jasper HealthWorks LLC has opened an alternate screening site. Jasper Engines and Transmissions has converted one of their race trailers into an alternate screening site with drive-through capability for associate owners and their dependents. To keep Jasper HealthWorks LLC virus-free, this alternate screening site will allow for them to care for patients with fever and respiratory symptoms. If you, a Jasper associate, or a family member are experiencing fever, cough, shortness of breath, or feel sick, call 877-291-6488 to schedule a screening appointment. All appointments require a phone screening. The site is now open and located outside the HealthWorks entrance. The DuBois County Health Department released a statement this morning regarding stress in children and teens. The DuBois County Health Department is asking parents and caregivers to look out for changes in children and teens in these stressful times. Common reactions to stress and anxiety in children are excessive crying or irritability, returning to behaviors they have outgrown, such as bedwetting, excessive worry or sadness, unhealthy eating or sleeping habits, acting out or attention-seeking behaviors, poor school performance, difficulty concentrating, avoidance of activities they used to enjoy, unexplained headaches or body pain, the use of alcohol, tobacco, or other drugs. Parents can be more reassuring to others around them, especially children, if they are better prepared. The DuBois County Health Department says that parents should take time to talk with their children or teen about the COVID-19 outbreak and that answer questions and share only facts from reliable sources. Parents should reassure their child or teen that they are safe. Let them know it's okay if they feel upset. Parents can share with them how they deal with their own stress so that the child can learn how to cope from the parent. Children may misinterpret what they hear and can be frightened about something they don't understand. It is smart to try to keep up with regular routines. Create a schedule for learning activities and relaxing or fun activities. As always, set an example by taking breaks, getting plenty of sleep, exercising, and eating well. The Indiana State Department of Health has released the latest information about the state's COVID-19 cases. State health officials say there has been 24 deaths, 981 confirmed cases, and 6,936 individuals tested as of Friday morning. When looking at our local counties, DuBois, Orange, and Posey each have 1 case. Lawrence has 5 cases. Gibson and Warwick counties each have 3, and Vanderburgh County has 6. Davies, Martin, Spencer, Perry, Crawford, and Pike County all have no confirmed cases right now. To see a map of cases by county, visit in.gov/ISDH. Governor Eric Holcomb has signed a new executive order in the fight against COVID-19. The governor outlined these new steps during a press conference on Thursday afternoon. The Department of Workforce Development is suspending the 1-week waiting period that is required before paying unemployment benefits to allow claimants to receive checks faster. This suspension is retroactive to March 8th. Hoosiers with chronic health issues are eligible for a 90-day supply of their non-controlled prescription medication, such as insulin and cholesterol medications. Medicaid recipients can use their benefits to cover costs of using alternate forms of transportation, such as ride-sharing services for medical appointments. The Family and Social Services Administration, or the FSSA, has additional funding flexible to allow additional home delivery of meals. The Department of Local Government and Finances, or DLGF, is extending the deadlines related to local government finances. For more information about this, visit in.gov/gov. Toyota is extending its 2-week production shutdown to 4 weeks. According to a press release, company officials made the decision because of the COVID-19 pandemic and a significant decline in vehicle demand. Toyota Corporate Communications Manager Victor Vinove says that the team members and the variable workforce will be paid through April 10th. However, due to the sales impact on the business, Vinove says they will not be able to extend the pay period after April 10th. Production is expected to resume on April 20th. All service depots and vehicle logistics centers will continue operating. Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb has vetoed a Republican-backed bill that would have blocked cities from regulating rental properties. Opponents say the bill threatened existing local protections for tenants in several communities around the state. Republican Governor Eric Holcomb says in a veto letter issued Wednesday evening that the bill's language was overly broad, citing a provision that would have prohibited any local rules on landlord-tenant relationships beyond state law. Holcomb also wrote that economic circumstances have changed significantly with the coronavirus outbreak since lawmakers voted on the bill March 11th. Tenant advocates maintain the proposal would be unfair to the estimated 30% or some 2 million of Indiana residents living in rental housing. Memorial Day weekend will be a little different this year. The Indianapolis 500, has been moved to August 23rd because of the COVID-19 pandemic. This is the first time the race has been moved since 1946. All concerts originally scheduled for the race have also been canceled. This includes REO Speedwagon and Styx on Friday, May 22nd, Luke Bryan on Saturday, May 23rd, and Martin Garrix on Sunday, May 24th. IndyCar initially said they would resume racing on the track on May 9th. That race has been postponed to July 4th, the day before NASCAR races at the Brickyard. The United States government has announced an economic rescue plan on Wednesday that would offer financial assistance to American households affected by COVID-19. This plan includes expanded unemployment coverage, student loan changes, different retirement account rules, and more. However, the biggest part of the plan that has people talking is the stimulus payments. Most adults will be receiving a stimulus payment of $1,200 if they make under $75,000 a year. This information can be found on line 8B of their 2019 1040 federal tax return. No one has to apply to receive a payment, as it would be coming from the IRS, much like a tax return. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin says most people should see their payments within 3 weeks. We'll take a look at your weather forecast when we come back on 18 WJTS.